Hello, it's Angela Kirby, and it's time to do the Mandala Oracle for the next few days. This is where I take from my book, Creating Wisdom and Magic in Life and Love. I do some bibliomancy, so I choose an oracle that is relevant for us all, and see where that takes us. Okay, itchy shoulder. What does that mean? Moving forward in life, easily and effortlessly. All right. So, what is it as a collective that we could do with knowing that would be helping us segue into the next few days? Autumn. Interesting. So this is the metaphor. This would be the metaphor rather than something literal, because it's actually winter here in Australia. In the Northern Hemisphere, it's actually summer. So I now read the mantra, which helps us to get into a situation where we can take fully on what the message is. So take a big deep breath in and let it go. A circle of love, a circle of life. This mandala is now in our life. Allow it to open our pleasure and delight through seeing and feeling. Sorry, I'm just fidgeting around. In meditation, it will guide us. Allow it to whisper its wisdom. Can we hear what the messages are? Write what we hear and feel and study it deeply, and release for our path to be. And I say that that last part especially because it's important to journal or to note things. There's many ways of noting things down, as you know. So, but rather than things that are just staying and remaining within us, in comes the idea or the sensation or the feelings or whatever, and then once we journal it, we take it down. We're taking it or writing it down. We're taking things to that next level. It's an action step, so to speak, for the want of a better description. Okay, autumn. What does it have to say? The summer turns to fall, and the days become shorter. After the long, warm summer days and nights, the heat has changed the swords and the plants and the trees. A dying off has begun, and it will soon be time to store the foods for the winter months. The roads have appeared for the journey into hibernation, but alas, not isolation. Clear your closets and allow the shedding for those who are harsh in your existence to move away. Don't get caught up in questioning that. Let it go. Does not matter. Some people are with us for the entire journey in this life, and others are in our lives for a short time. We have important lessons to learn, and when they are complete, and we then release them to get on with their lives, and for us, our lives. So understand that the learning may be fraught initially with anger and sadness. However, given it has the opportunity to become forgiveness. The lesson is then released, and you will not draw it to you again, for you now recognize the learning of love and letting go of anger in an appropriate way. Well, that's unless, of course, you want to go back down that road. Have fun as you delight in the colours that surround you, for this is a sacred time in your life. Embrace it. It has all the aspects of autumn, transforming, forming, dying off before regeneration. Love you. Yeah, so there we go. That's what autumn looks like. And this is number 33, so this was done a fair way into the series. Still fairly early on, however. So that is interesting. So there's like we've coming out of Mercury retrograde. There's a lot of astro weather that's been happening. And I think that this is quite pertinent to what's going on, as far as metaphorically speaking. It's while we're moving on from some situations or people or whatever, it's time to move on, let it go. But and there's a sense of hibernation there, but also not getting caught up in isolating. All right, so sometimes it's great. I love being alone. I mean, I do. I really love it. I get to be creative. I get to do a lot of different things that I couldn't do with a lot of noise and carry on and other people's frequencies invading that space directly. But I do love to mix in with other people when it's time to, to get out there and see the world, so to speak, and sharing with partner and all that sort of thing. That's what's important. But it's an unhealthy sense of isolation we're talking about here. So I think I was going to actually do another mandala, but I don't think I will. I think there's enough in there, and you can, if you have your own book, copy of this book, You can choose another card if you'd like to, or choose another oracle if you'd like to. But I think autumn is more than enough for now. So you can go to my website, www.frizzkirby.com, frizzkirby.com, and Mandala in your life. Now, it won't actually have what I've written out for you. It only has that in the book. All right, so I'll read out to you. It does, however, have the mandalas. So you'll be able to see that a little bit closer if you wanted to. All right, so I think I might leave it at that. If you have any questions or want to, put down your thoughts and how that relates to you, or, whatever, just let me know. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. All right. Be gentle, be kind. Ciao, ciao.